Kelly, entire swaths of North St. Louis are still stunned by the force, but especially the speed of Friday's storms. I don't think anyone could have predicted just how quickly and furiously that tornado could have twisted through and left that trail of danger and devastation. As you mentioned just moments ago, Mayor Cara Spencer stepped up to the mic and delivered a stunning confession.
The sirens were not deployed in a way that they should be. They should have been.
So some went off, some didn't?
It's not exactly clear, okay, Mark, but I will tell you that there was a failure.
Does that mean someone just didn't push a button? Can you elaborate?
I believe that's exactly what happened, Mark. A button wasn't pushed and the sirens were not deployed.
The sirens were not deployed in a moment when every second mattered. We know now that Mayor Spencer is seeking accountability and pledging to repair and simplify the protocols going forward. But look, 4 days now into this recovery, and despair for thousands of people in North St. Louis is swelling into frustration for people in desperate need of immediate relief.
Excuse the house, I'm not like this.
Keeping a tidy house normally fills Donna Darris with pride, but Friday, it was her house that filled her with dread.
The house was shaking. I mean, shaking like it was dancing. I ran into the bathroom, closed the door, and just like it started, it stopped instantly.
Now the holes in her home and in her heart fill her with something else.
Sadness. I cried all day Friday.
All she can do now?
Pray. I'm all out of tears.
Her prayer is for someone to show up soon.
I need some help getting this torp up. I want my front covered.
She wants to protect what's left of her memories.
The only thing in there was valuable was my daughter's wedding dress, and we were going to donate that, but now we got to throw it away.
Initially, she thought help was on the way.
The people that own this house, Friday, they was waiting on somebody to come and board my front up. They never came.
She's slept on the couch every night since to secure her belongings.
I don't want the looters in, because they're out here.
Should they send in the National Guard?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
Outside the church, just down the street, a pastor and retired Army soldier pick up brick by brick. And at a high-rise public housing apartment complex,
no elevators was working, no lights was working.
Lexi and her boyfriend Trey recounted days of despair for their wheelchair-bound neighbors.
There was no water or no type of power at all. So most of the people was either stuck in their units if you could not physically walk down the steps.
Their prayer echoed Donna's. Should they send in the National Guard?
Yes. Yes.
We need all the help we can get. We've seen a lot of people come out and help, but we need more people.
So we brought those pleas to U.S. Senator Josh Hawley.
Would you call on the president or the governor, maybe more appropriately, to send and surge manpower, National Guardsmen and women here now?
Yeah, I think, Mark, the governor is running this relief and recovery operation. I think he's doing a really good job. The Guard may be something he may want to consider. To your point, there's a lot of debris. There's a lot of need out there. I will defer to him on that. It's his decision as to whether or not to mobilize the Guard.
Could you use the manpower?
We could absolutely use the manpower. Look, our folks have been working around the clock for 48 hours now, and they have done an incredible amount of work, but there is so much more work to be done. We absolutely need the manpower, and it could absolutely be helpful, and we reiterate that request.
And when we go through North St. Louis, we hear that question on dozens of people's lips. Where is FEMA? Where is the National Guard? After we started asking those questions today, Governor Mike Kehoe telling us that they will send a National Guardsman liaison to the local and state officials tomorrow to see if they can find an appropriate mission to deploy those National Guardsmen on. And a source familiar and close to these conversations also tells us city, state, and federal officials will also convene with FEMA officials tomorrow looking for additional ways to finally surge those boots on the ground. A lot more to come. For now, live in St. Louis, Mark Maxwell, 5 on your side.